day, folks. I'm so happy to see you again. I'm so excited because I just came back from an exhilarating run outside. It's usually scorchingly hot at this time of the day at 3 to 4 p.m. But, today there are rain clouds that offer some sort of respite. And it's cooler and less humid. So I hope you've been enjoying your runs as much as I have been. Let's do a recap, shall we? So in the first episode, we spoke about the principles of goal setting and progression, without which no program in the world, not just those on this channel, will benefit you in terms of creating some sort of improvement in your running ability. Because the principles of goal setting and progression govern all programs, all training programs, for them to be effective. In the second episode, we spoke about the principle of consistency, that without being consistent, we're also not going to see progress. So for example, if you went out for a run twice this week, and then you didn't run for the next 2 weeks, and then you came back and ran 3 times that third week, and then, or rather that fourth week, and then you laid off for another 3 weeks, that kind of running won't do any good. So I have friends who ask me why they're not seeing any progress, because they're basically running once, and then they lay off 3 weeks at least. Some lay off longer than 3 weeks, 5 weeks, right? So that kind of running won't create any kind of improvement in your running ability whatsoever. So consistency is key. And then in the third episode, we spoke about a beginner's running program and that of an intermediate runner. So in the beginner's program, we spoke about walking for 2 kilometers and then shuffling our feet for 10 meters. That's all it takes. And then walking for another 2 kilometers, shuffling your feet for another 10 meters. And we keep repeating this cycle until we've completed the distance planned for that particular session. For the intermediate runners program, we spoke about a head-to-toe warm-up, which we haven't demonstrated. I think most of you know what a head-to-toe limbering warm-up is. And after that, going out and during the warm-up, walking 3 to 5 times as we run, right? So with increasingly longer distances during the warm-up. So during a 10-minute warm-up, you would walk 3 to 5 times in between the running portions. And then we spoke about running frequency of 3 times per week with 3 other cross-training workouts consisting of an elliptical cross-trainer, a stepper, and freehand aerobic exercise that you could all get out of YouTube videos. Now, we spoke about having this cross-training entwined together in 15 to 20 minute segments for a total of about an hour of cross-training on the days that you are not running, the intermediate runner is not running. So I want to talk a bit more about the 3 running portions for the intermediate runner today. So for these 3 running portions, what you want to do is you want to vary the distance. Okay, so for the first day, you could go a slightly shorter distance. Now, I don't want to specify the distance because obviously the distance required would have to be tailored to your needs, your requirements, and if you are running races, if you're a race participant trying to complete a race, you would need to tailor it to that race. But let's say on the first workout, you run 5 kilometers. And the second one, you run 7 kilometers. And the third, you run 10 kilometers. That would be one way to do it, right? So what you want to do is you want to vary the distance. In certain cases, when you have the 3 runs 10 or above, 10 kilometers or above, you would want to vary the speed. And then you might want to break down certain workouts into segments where you could run the faster segments and jog the slower segments. We'll talk more about this, but for the meantime, we want to know that for the 3 workouts we've been talking about for the intermediate runner, the 3 running workouts, you want to vary the distance. So you want to go short, medium, and longer for the 3 workouts. And that's all you need to know for the intermediate running workout for now. For the beginner's workout, continue to increase by 10 meters every 3 weeks for the shuffling sections. And soon, you'll be surprised at how fit you have become. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.